Okay, Coach, opening statement on this past weekend from the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, just going back watching the film, just really, really proud of our guys and how hard they played. Playing a really good opponent, number 6 team in the country for a reason, Southland Conference champions for a reason, undefeated in conference play. UIW's got a really, really good ball club, and we went, wire to wire with them and gave ourselves a chance to win the game in the fourth quarter, and just didn't pull it out. They made a play or two that we didn't, and so they deserved the win. But our guys, were beat up and got their backs against the wall and no quit in the Lumberjacks, and just really, really proud of them, proud of their efforts, and how they played the game, how they held themselves, and really it came down to we thought 2 things to be successful: was win the time of possession, control the clock, which we did. I think we held the ball 34 minutes to their 26, and then win the run game, and that's where we failed. Defensively, we played a great game against the pass. It was incredible. That team was leading the country in passing, the quarterback leading the country in passing touchdowns, and held them to under 50% throwing the ball, and 1 touchdown to 3 picks. So did a great job there, but gave up 185 yards rushing. 3 plays I think netted them about 120 yards. And it's really those 3 plays that really kind of broke us on defense, and offensively, controlled the clock, 4 for 4 in the red zone. But, unfortunately, we kicked too many field goals and not enough touchdowns. And, it was a defensive ball game there for a while, but we could have used a few more points, and we got to finish drives. I think we made some strides offensively, played with better confidence, especially in the second half, moving the ball. But we've just got to finish drives in the end zone. But, special teams-wise, I thought we cost us some points in the first half, just with our punt and punt return, just not fielding the ball, not downing the ball. Lost some critical yardage there, and the ball one time in the special teams unit, so that hurt as well. But overall, tremendous effort. Love our guys, love the fight they've got, and what they've overcome, and some tough luck this year, but still giving it all for the Lumberjacks and for this university, and I thought played a great game. Just came up a little short.
Okay. And Coach, what about that play with Jermaine Brown picking that off and then crossing the 50 and dropping the ball?
Oh, why'd you have to bring that up, Nathan? But it was a huge play. Had the potential to be a great play, ended up being a good play. But they tried to throw the ball there, 3rd and goal, and Jermaine made a great play, picked the ball off and returned it and cut it back and was going for 6, a pick 6, and old boy ran past him and turned and just blindly knocked the ball out, and we had 4 guys around it, bounced right to them, and just tough way. I mean, it still gave us a chance to win the game, getting the ball. We stopped them, got the ball back, but another defensive touchdown. That's 4 defensive touchdowns we've had this year, and only one of them has counted. We had the air fumble against McNeese, and then last week against A&M Commerce, we strip sack them and return it for a touchdown and called a touchdown, and then instant replay overturns it, and turns out that was wrong. We get a release last week, internal reprimand, and they suspended the replay official because he didn't look at all and that took that one off. That made that game 21-3, and yeah, that one didn't. And then this one, Jermaine was beating himself up. We got a pick 6, and we just lose the ball. And so, ifs and buts for candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. But to have 4 defensive touchdowns and only one of them count, and one of them, really all 3 of them completely change outcomes of the game. That's that tough luck kind of we're dealing with, along with injuries, and it makes it tough. But as I told Jermaine, you made a great play that gave us a chance to win the game. I know he wanted the touchdown, and it didn't happen for whatever reason, but still a great play that helped turn it, and we got the ball back and had a chance to win it and just didn't get it done.
And stopped the touchdown, if anything else.
Yeah, that's exactly right. No, it was fixing to be a 2-score game. Instead, we flipped the field, we stopped them, we get the ball back with a minute and a half, and a holding call kind of thwarts that drive, and we lose 27-20. But it just, that's what's tough. Got such a great bunch of guys that have done so well, and to have plays like that at McNeese and, Aaron called it A&M Commerce, and those things just change games, and hadn't changed in our favor, which has been frustrating. But
yeah, Coach, ACU next. Yeah, you've kind of established a bit of a rivalry with them. What would you What will it be like to play them in non-conference?
I mean, non-conference, conference, it doesn't matter. You know, we have had some great games. Coach Patterson there is a good friend of mine and does a great job with that program. They're coming off a huge win. You know, they're probably ranked top 10. I hadn't seen it this week, but just clinched the conference championship there, the United Athletic Conference, and a big road win down at Tarleton. And so, you know, kudos to them. They're headed to the playoffs and have a tremendous ball club, good in all three phases of the game, putting up some incredible numbers offensively. Maverick McGyver, their quarterback, is, you know, I think he's been starting there now for 7 years, and not really 7, but he's been there a while, and he's a really good football player, and we'll have our hands full Saturday with the Wildcats.
Maverick McGyver's quite the football name too.
That's a good name, you know, from San Angelo, Texas, and he's a stud. He's good people and a good player, and he's got a great cast around him. So our defense will have their hands full again this Saturday.
What's the biggest thing you're working on to improve from last week in order to get the win this week?
You know, just, you know, finishing drives and you know, limit explosives. You know, offensively, I think, you know, Gavin's starting to find his you know, role a little bit and get a little bit more settled there at the quarterback position and play better this past week. And I think we'll continue to see him improve defensively, you know, just, you know, limit the explosives, and they'll have a great challenge, and I think those are two areas we need to continue to improve.
And obviously being senior day, what has the senior class brought to the table for your program?
You know, there's some tremendous seniors in this class, you know, that are out of eligibility. And, you know, for all practical purposes, everybody's a senior nowadays in college football. And that's one thing I talked to them about. I want to win this week, you know, for those seniors, but also for the juniors, for the sophomores, for the freshmen. And so we just got a great bunch. I mean, this group has been so much fun to coach. It's fun to watch them grow as a team and as individuals. It's just been it's fun to come to work every day and coach these guys. So I want to send them out with a win. Again, have some tremendous players that have been with us 6, 7 years in this senior class. Chris Campos, you know, local legend there, and you know, it was about to shed a tear just talking to him today, knowing this is the last Monday I'll watch him at practice. But throughout that senior class, that guys that are out of eligibility, there's some really, really good ones, and so we'll try to send them out right.
Yeah, hosting the let's see, I just pulled up the poll. Hosting the 12th ranked Abilene Christian Wildcats this Saturday. It's a little bit of a different mindset for fans because, you know, the different perception with the program, but how big is it to come recognize the seniors, to come represent well, and to still show out? I mean, it's a busy Saturday on campus too.
Yeah, no, it's going to be we got a doubleheader going up here, and so it's a good way to start the day with some SFA football. Again, been a fun team to coach, a fun team to watch, and some exciting plays, and this will be, you know, I think we're a playoff caliber team. We've just had some tough luck with some games and some injuries, and kind of beat up right now, but still giving everything they got, and so it'll be fun. I'm glad we've got this last one. You know, get a chance one more time to go out and tee it up and play this game we love. And so I hope everybody comes out and supports these guys, and because they're worthy of it, and it'll be a great day across the board with SFA athletics. We got a chance to go play one more this week, and we'll go out there and give it all for 60 minutes, see if we can end this thing with a win.
Lumberjacks wrap up the regular season at home 2 p.m. against Abilene Christian on Saturday. Coach, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Axel.